Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Even if it's not in a mug, double paper cup. It was really hot this morning. But I did it right, and I didn't spill any water, and I didn't spill any coffee, and that's the good news. So here we are live. I don't see anyone this morning. Well, hopefully I haven't done anything wrong. And if you're not here this morning because maybe you're in church or maybe you're sleeping in, and then you'll come and watch the replay, which is also fine. So, what a great day I had yesterday. Can I tell you about it? Well, let's see. After I left you, it didn't start out necessarily that way because if you remember yesterday, I told you I had tech stress and I had tech stress because I couldn't figure out how to get the internet to work on my computer. But then I figured out there's this thing called a hotspot that you get with your phone. So I use that. So that works fine. Oh, there's some people coming in now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Anyway, everything worked this morning. Everything worked this morning. I woke up before an alarm. Oh, were you noticing my fingers? Were you noticing my beautiful manicure? So yesterday, after we went for a big long walk, my son, my daughter, and I, that was really nice. The three of us went for this hike for like an hour. And then we went right from there in our hiking clothes. We went to this really nice place to go get a mani-pedi. And we were signed up to get what they call an express mani-pedi. That's like a quick job, in and out, like Earl Shy, bam, just go in, get it done, get it out. But when we got there, we said, we really don't want the express. We know you're busy, but can you give us the whole 9 yards? It was fantastic. So the manicure was just a manicure. I mean, it was lovely, but just a little rubbing, little hot towels, nice manicure. But the pedicure, can we talk about heaven? It was about, I don't know, it was the most luxurious pedicure in terms of the massage that they did with the oils and the creams and the scrubs and and my feet are so soft and yummy. And they even used hot rocks on our legs and feet. It was just joyfully glorious. Yeah. But then we had to come home and hurry up and change because it was time for another party where this time we were going to meet more of my son's soon to be extended family, which means my extended family, right? So it was great. It was great. We met brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws and nieces and nephews and graduates and new graduates and old graduates and the older generation, of which I was not even close to the oldest, my friends. Yeah. Yeah. And all of the offspring. And it was amazing. I'm not kidding. It was just so much fun. And I had one margarita. That was it. Because today I'm going wine tasting, and I did not want this whole weekend to be just about drinking and getting headaches. So 3:00 in the afternoon, I was through drinking. So I slept beautifully last night, woke up feeling fabulous, had a phenomenal time, and met so many new people. There are so many new friends in my life. Let me put it to you this way. Last night when I got home, I had like 6 Facebook invitations already, new friend invitations, and I accepted them all. They're all just awesome people. Yes, totally awesome people. Today's the Indy 500, I think. I wonder if they're doing it. I haven't heard anything about that. You do know that's how my Indy took his name. He's from Indianapolis. Yeah, that's why he's Indy. Good morning, Indy. I miss you. But I do have this giant big bed with there's like 6 pillows on this bed, and I think what they did, because it's Embassy Suites is associated with Hilton, so they do everything right here except breakfast. Not so good on the breakfast, but there's like 6 pillows, all different kinds. So if you like hard pillow, one of them's hard. If you like a really soft one of them's soft, couple in the middle. It was really nice. It was a good sleeping experience. I had a great, and you know what I did? It's like this big king size bed. So each time I woke up, I slept on a different part of the bed. Yeah, I went to use the whole thing. I mean, the whole room is paid for, right? So sometimes when I woke up, I turned myself around and slept sideways. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. What else? Oh, it's Hug Your Cat Day. Yeah. Do you have a cat? I'm not a big fan of cats, but Max, my grandson, and Donnie and Dan have this cat named Pumpkin. Pumpkin, seriously, she's what I call a dog cat, because it's a cat who like comes and plays with you and like wants to get her butt scratched and her head scratched and both scratched at once, and comes and tells you when she wants to do those things, and she plays. Oh, she loves laser lights, those little laser beam things. She'll follow it everywhere. She loves toys, period. Gotta love a cat that plays with toys and you at the same time. But I don't think they've ever taught her to fetch. But then Bailey can't fetch either, so what's the big deal? Oh, good morning, Bailey. If you're watching, Mommy loves you. Yes, and I'll see you tomorrow, Bailey. And Gloria. And Coco. Love to my little pups. Yeah, it's kind of Indy, I miss you, but I mean, the dogs, come on. All right, moving on. It's Mint Julep Day. Did you ever have a mint julep? Because honestly, I've never had a mint julep. I'm not even sure what they are. I'm going to assume it's like a southern margarita. Yeah, that's it. And yesterday we had, oh God, Mexican food. So good. So good. For breakfast, I had popcorn and a Diet Coke. Yeah, I might do that again. But today we're eating at a winery, so that should be very special. It's Loomis Day, but I don't remember what Loomis is. Doggone, I should have looked that one up. My bucket's got a hole in it day. I think that's for the song. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole. We'll fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry. Do you remember that song? You don't? I don't know why I do. There's a hole in the bucket day. So I'm going to guess that means it's look around your house and fix everything that's broken. Yeah. Not a big deal, right? Well, not a big deal if you have somebody to help you. Get your house put together. It's also Creativity Day. Yes, it is Creativity Day. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, just do it creatively. You can do that, right? I mean, think of new ways to do all the old stuff. Like, did you ever try drinking coffee from the opposite side of the cup? Don't try that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It drips all over. I know, because I tried it on a bet once, where you try and drink backwards. No. Oh, my coffee's good this morning. Okay, here it is. Here it is, folks. 1909. 1909. Happy birthday, Benny Goodman. Okay, maybe you're not a huge big band fan, but I am. Benny Goodman, one of my favorites of all time. Yeah. He was known as the King of Swing, played the clarinet like nobody could. But I met him, right? Yeah. I mean, Benny Goodman is probably one of my favorite stories of all time. I didn't just meet Benny Goodman. I spent an evening with Benny Goodman. Just me and Benny. Well, actually, invited him to a party at my house that we were throwing for him and his band on a whim. We didn't think they'd come. But my girlfriend knew someone who played in the band. So before their show started, we delivered a bouquet of, I think, like 3 dozen or 2 dozen white balloons with black ribbons. And on each balloon in black, I wrote, "Nobody gives a better blowjob than Benny Goodman." And attached to the bottom of that bouquet was an invitation to come to a party at my girlfriend's house, where I was also living, to come to a party for the whole band. And we figured, what the heck? We'll prepare for a party. We'll invite a few other people and we'll see what happens. So we invited a few other people and told them we invited Benny Goodman, but not promising that he would be there. Can I tell you? The entire band showed up after their performance. Every single person, and every single person associated. It was unbelievable party. So we had this party at my girlfriend's house, and I don't know how it happened, but somehow Benny and I ended up sitting at the dining room table just by ourselves for over an hour and just chatting, just the two of us. He reminded me of a little old grandma. Yeah, I said grandma, not grandpa. He reminded me of a little old lady. He was pretty old at the time. So we had this great conversation, and then somebody said, "Benny, your car is here. It's time to leave." So he hugged and kissed me goodbye, and he got up, and he and his couple of people who were still there went out the door and left. And I looked down at the table, and there is his clarinet case. It was so old that the leather was like flaking off of it. It was Benny Goodman's clarinet sitting right on the table. And I'm not going to lie to you, there was that moment when I thought, do I figure out how to get it back to him, or do I keep this as a souvenir? Maybe he meant me to have it. Yeah, no, I was pretty sure he didn't. So I grabbed the clarinet, put it under my arm like a football, and headed out the door because the limousine was already halfway down the cul-de-sac. And it was about 10 o'clock at night. It was dark. And I start running down the cul-de-sac after the limousine, screaming, "Benny, stop! Benny, stop!" Apparently, the limousine driver heard my incredibly loud voice. And towards the end of the cul-de-sac, it was a long cul-de-sac. I mean, it wasn't like just 3 houses, it was like 8 houses. Stopped, and Benny rolled down his window, and I said to him, "Benny, we had a really good time, and this meant a lot to me, but I can't accept your gift." "Gift? What kind of gift?" I said, "This." And I held up his clarinet case, and he gently reached for it and pulled it back. And I swear to you, I thought the man was going to cry. It was like I returned his baby. He just kept saying, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." And by the way, he deflated all of the balloons and put them in a bag to take home to show his wife because he was so delighted with them. Is that like so cute? Yeah, Benny Goodman. Okay, I had to share my Benny Goodman story. Also, Mel Blanc's birthday. He was just born the year before Benny Goodman. Yeah. You know Mel Blanc was, right? "Hey, what's up, Doc?" He was Bugs Bunny, and he was Barney and Dino on the Flintstones. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of Benny Goodman's songs, it was really cute. One day, I was listening. Had nothing to do with Benny Goodman at the time. I was a teenager, and we had music on all the time, of course, and we would sing along with the music, right? And I was listening to Blue Moon by uh, April Stevens and Nino Temple, or maybe I have it backwards, whatever it was. I was listening to Blue Moon. I saw you standing alone, without a song in my heart, without a dream in my own. Boom, 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 bang, 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 blue. Okay, so you get the idea, right? And my mother walks in and starts singing along with my song. It was like, Well, that's weird. I said, Mom, how do you know my song? And she said, that's not your song. That was my song. I said, what do you mean your song? She said, yeah, Benny Goodman used to do that song. And she started singing it like a ballad, like a jazzy ballad. And it turns out, how did I know? Half of the songs that we listened to were just remakes of songs from the 40s and 30s and before, and they were just remakes with a new beat. So don't be too quick to judge your children's music. Even if you don't like it, it might just be a remake of something we already listened to. And then you can see along and you could be cool like my mom was cool after that. Yeah, because she knew Blue Moon. For heresy and witchcraft, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake on this day in 1412. No, 1431. 1431, burned at the stake. She was born in 1412. She wasn't very old. She was like 19 years old. Whew. She got a lot done in a short amount of time. 1911, the first Indy 500. So, Indy, darling, we'd be celebrating. Yeah. Because what is that? That's 110 years, right? What? What? Is it really that long? Okay, this is also the anniversary of the death of George Van Trapp. You know who George Van Trapp was, right? The Trapp family singers, The Sound of Music. It wasn't an entirely true story, but it was based on a true story. And who didn't love The Sound of Music? And here's the sound of word art by Sandye, because this morning's word art was the message to be here, to enjoy morning coffee with Sandye, and to enjoy a sip and a smile and have a fabulous Sunday. And tomorrow morning, I will be talking to you from Southern California, from the beach cities. I hope it's a nice day. And then I'll be driving back to my desert. And on Tuesday, I will be with you, as usual, from Bermuda Dunes, California, in my own little studio. Oh, let's see. What does that say? Okay, I don't know what that means. Who's Ray Heron? Heron. Oh, do I have to look this up or are you going to tell me? Just in time for me to sign off, I get a message that I don't understand. Okay, I'm waiting a second. Is there more to that, Indy? Oh, thank you. He was the first Indy 500 winner. I don't know. With you and Stephen on these calls at the same time, I can get all the information I need. Who needs Google when I have you guys? Thank you. Okay. Congratulations to the first winner of the Indy 500 and whoever wins today, if they're actually going to do it. Grab that coffee. Race around in a circle. Play with your cat. Don't forget to play with your cat. Even if you have dogs, play with your cat. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the day. It's going to be a hot one up here. They have a heat alert for the east and northern bays of California. It's okay. I have a sweater on now because I'm cold, but I'll be warm later. Love you. See you tomorrow when a new week begins. Bye-bye.